Does the Constitution of the United States grant due process to everybody regardless if they are not citizens of the United States? Yes, the U.S. Constitution grants due process protections to all persons within the United States, not just citizens. This principle is rooted in the Fifth Amendment, which applies to the federal government, and the 14th Amendment, which applies to the states, both of which guarantee that no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Key legal precedents. 1. Yickwo v. Hopkins, 1886. The Supreme Court ruled that the 14th Amendment's protections, including due process and equal protection, apply to non-citizens. 2. Zadvydas v. Davis, 2001. The court held that even undocumented immigrants are entitled to due process protections under the Fifth Amendment. 3. Matthews v. Diaz, 1976. While the government can make distinctions between citizens and non-citizens in some contexts, fundamental fairness procedural due process still applies to non-citizens in deportation and detention proceedings. What does due process include for non-citizens? The right to a fair hearing before deportation, if applicable. Protection against arbitrary detention. Access to legal representation, though not necessarily at government expense. The right to challenge detention via habeas corpus. Exceptions and limitations. At the border, expedited removal processes apply to some undocumented immigrants, but even then, limited due process protections exist. Enemy combatants, different rules may apply in national security cases, e.g., Guantanamo detainees, but courts have still intervened to ensure some due process. Conclusion. The Constitution does not restrict due process to citizens. It applies to everyone on U.S. soil, including immigrants, documented or undocumented, tourists, and even foreign nationals detained in the U.S. However, the scope of these rights can vary depending on circumstances. Would you like details on a specific scenario, e.g., border enforcement, deportation hearings?